Here's what we're talking about today. A record number of Americans have basically stopped paying their bills. Delinquency rates are higher than they've been in almost a decade. I'm here right now at one of my favorite stores. It's not helping my delinquency rate. I'll show you in just a second. But I would just pause to think on how expensive things are. Gas. I'm here in Michigan. Gas is so expensive right now. And all it takes is a surprise bill. If my truck needs repair, and it really could throw everything off. Today, I'm going to dig into some numbers, and I've got my notes. I've got a lot of numbers here, real numbers, and this is a bit depressing, but there's also a few things that we can do together that actually may help things. So let's see what we can do. If you're new here, welcome. If you're grinding through this stuff just like I am, hit subscribe, turn on notifications, drop a comment if you're feeling this right now. And if you're feeling the push, or you've got some ideas, or you want to cover a topic in another video, drop it in the comments below. Okay, I've got notes for this because this is important. These numbers are really important, but the total debt, household debt, just crossed $18.8 trillion. Yeah, I've got my notes. $18.8 trillion. That's another 191 billion piled in the last 3 months alone. The average person, are you ready for this? The average person is walking around with $63,200 in debt. $63,200 in debt. I mean, think about that. Like if you're making $45,000, $55,000 a year, 65, I mean, it's more than a year's worth of debt that's hanging around your neck. Hanging around your neck. I'm sorry, I get emotional about this because it ticks me off. Prices are going up. The debt to income ratio is sitting around 140%. That's like trying to run a race with a weighted backpack that gets heavier every step that you make. So I'm going to walk through these big numbers today on credit cards, on car loans, on delinquencies, and then why incomes really aren't keeping up. But at the end, I'm going to have some practical ideas and things that have helped me at least fight this battle. It used to be that the average American carried around $30,000 to $35,000 in debt. And now it's $63,000. It's over $63,000. Credit card debt alone. You ready for this? Credit card debt alone is at $1.28 trillion in the U.S., nationwide in the U.S. 1.28 trillion. That's a lot of zeros. Auto loans. And you think cars are getting cheaper? Nah, they're getting much more expensive. They're getting unattainable. And we can cover car loans and the scams on cars. But auto loans are at $1.67 trillion. $1.67 trillion. Student loans are at $1.66 trillion. It's crazy. It just feels like they're stacking more weight on our shoulders. While gas and groceries and I'm here at my favorite store. Let me flip this around. This is my favorite store. It's Home Depot. I'm picking up some stuff for a project, but the projects are costing me more money. It's just, this is painful for all of us. Yeah, and it's busy here. I mean, everybody's got things to do, work to do, projects to complete. I mean, everything is costing more money. And delinquencies, people are falling behind. As I mentioned at the beginning, 4.8% of all households are in debt and delinquent in debt right now. It's the highest it's been since 2017. Credit card delinquencies are at 12.7%. 12.7% of all households are in credit card delinquency. You think we're buying too much stuff? Auto loans are at 5.2%. And student loans, all that education and smarts, student loans are at 10% delinquency rate. 10%. I mean, I get worked up over this. I really do. Like, I've got numbers to keep me on track and to make sure that this is factual. I did a lot of homework on this, and it's just sad how everything is more expensive. And it frustrated me when I keep watching gas prices go up. You know, Michigan, a lot about outdoor activities, but man, it's getting much more expensive to live here. I mean, I used to think California was ridiculous. Michigan is getting ridiculous. And here's some sad numbers. Even utility bills are becoming delinquent. People that have delinquent utility bills that are falling behind, they're shutting off their electricity, they're shutting off their heat. The average person that is behind in a utility bill is behind $789. That's up 32% from last year. And millions of people in the United States have had their power shut off last year. This isn't just numbers on a screen. This is real. These are real people. This is crazy. Like, these numbers are crazy. And I keep trying to figure out, how much is $1 trillion? It's huge. The amount of zeros is ridiculous. You know, it frustrates me that our government is sending trillions of dollars overseas, and I'm not going to name countries, but trillions of dollars overseas, and we've got so many issues in our country in the United States right now. I mean, it's just frustrating. And share your comments below. Like, what bothers you? Is this just me being bothered? Am I overthinking this? And here's a couple reasons. You know, the reason that we're in debt is because income isn't keeping up. Everything costs more. Food, gas, auto repairs, cars, car payments. So a lot of people are doing what everybody does. They're using their credit card as that stopgap. They're using it for payment for everything. You know, it really makes me think about everything that I do. Should I really do this? I really need to think about this. You know, every trip, everywhere I'm going to go, driving, it used to be something you never thought about, but now I think about these things. I'm thinking twice about the projects I'm doing, and I'm about to do a project here. I'm at Home Depot, and again, frustrated on the costs of everything. The debt wave is really slowing us all down. It's slowing us down. It's seriously making everybody think twice about bigger purchases, about purchasing a home. I'll tell you my involvement in real estate in another video, but people are considering whether or not they need to invest in a house. Are houses a real purchase? Are they a legitimate purchase like they used to be? Is it a good use of your money to go in debt on a home? I mean, it's slowing us all down. We do fewer spontaneous trips to wherever. I mean, it's holding us back. Like, if you're in Michigan right now dealing with gas prices, I really think about the squeeze that this is having on other people, not just myself. Let me know in the comments. Are you thinking about the trips you're taking? What are you doing? But here's the key. What can we actually do about this? And let me list a couple things. First of all, I think we need to bring in more income. We need to make more money. It sounds easy. One thing that I do is I flip things on eBay. Like I do estate sales. I go to Goodwill. I buy stuff. I've enjoyed the collecting and the hunt, but it's turned into an income source for me. So I enjoy flipping things on eBay. I mean, that's something that we can do, but we could talk about that in another video where the prices on everything at Goodwill have gone up significantly. Secondly, I think we need to just save our money when we can. We need to build a buffer in. We need to have a buffer zone. So when we do need to pay for repairs, when our car needs to be fixed, that we have a couple $100s in the bank. We need to save money when we can versus spend money. Next, I think we just need to keep adapting. We need to keep changing. We need to keep learning from others. We need to watch videos. What can we do? We need to talk to our neighbors. What are you doing? You know, we're all still out there fixing our trucks, working on projects. You know, I refuse to let these things stop me, but I want to think twice about them. I want to learn from you. How can we save money? What can we do to save money? What are your tricks? Driving older vehicles? Do I need to drive a new vehicle? No, I don't. Like, we need to keep aware of what's going on, the prices. We need to let the material things control us less. That's a lesson for all of us. And again, I'm not making this video to scare you. It's really about my frustration. It's about awareness. But let me know in the comments, is this affecting you and your family? What steps are you taking to survive, to adapt? You know, and if this has helped you in any way, or you can relate to this, give me a thumbs up, subscribe. It helps the algorithm. I don't know how it works. But no matter what you do, just keep pushing forward. Life is a blessing. Every day is a blessing. It really is. All right. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you soon.